Hello everybody, this is Stonewall, and today we're playing some more World of Tanks, or actually we're watching a replay from World of Tanks. This is me in my Tier 7 British medium tank, the Comet. I've got the top turret on it, and I think maybe the top gun at this point, I can't remember for sure. I think it was fully upgraded at the time. So, top tier, so this is a Tier 7 match. So tier 7 through 5 in here. And this is on Cliff. That's the name of the map. For equipment, I have a camo net. And I'm pretty sure I've got vents and then vertical stabilizers on here. So I decided to go right. Most of the time I go left and kind of watch that line of sight. But I decided to go this way. And it looks like most of my team came this way. There were a couple that said they were going to rush this hill. You can run up to the top of this lighthouse and spot a lot of enemy tanks. But the problem is they can go up the hill too. So over there, we're seeing that they are engaged in a little bit of combat. They're trying to get to the top of the hill. There's two Type 64s in a platoon. On the enemy team. So here I push up waiting, and I changed over to first person mode. This is what it looked like in game. And I was kind of waiting here at the edge of the hill for anybody to peek around. So at this point I notice my IS and my T-29 on my team are pushing up around the hill. So I figured I'd go with them. Now, one tip in a medium, and this is something I've figured out recently, and it's pretty common sense, but most people don't really think about it. If you're with heavies, they're going to be the bigger targets. So you can use their armor to cover you. And this thing is really good at snapping shots in. So I'm kind of using my heavies to hide behind. Every now and then I'll push out like this guy. I know he's almost dead, and there's the finishing shot on him. So I'm still figuring out when to push, when to pull back. And right there I was checking to see what the situation was on the hill, if we were losing it or what. At this point I also noticed there are guys circling the hill behind us. And there's a miss. Teammate gets it. I should have had that one, but oh well. So I noticed that just a minute ago, so we turn around here to face these guys. Now, the poor light tank got out there first, and yeah, he didn't last long. So there's a Sherman. I think that was a howitzer shot. But at this point, I'm in front of my heavies because I was behind them earlier, and when we turned around, I wound up in front. So we're kind of chasing this Sherman around the bend, and I'm kind of waiting on their T-29 to show up. If you notice, there's a light spot marked T-29 near the bottom left of the hill, and it looked like he was pushing around there, but we haven't seen him yet. So we're still kind of pushing up, chasing this Sherman, and he's got a howitzer, so I know if he hits me, it's going to hurt. But my teammates finish him off. I think that might have been a light tank. Yeah, the 5916 back there got the killing shot. And there's the T-29. So at that point, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to penetrate the top of his turret. So he kind of tunnel visions on our T-29 here. And so they're both almost full health, but at this point he kind of messed up. And so I'm not really aiming these shots, I'm just pointing it as I move. There I'm aiming. Couldn't pin the side of the turret. There we go, right in the side of his armor. And I got the kill. Kind of stole that one from my teammate, but it makes up for the one that they stole from me earlier. So I'm not really familiar with this part of the map. I haven't played it much. So I'm looking at where this guy's positioned, and it looks almost like he's on the edge of the cliff, but I didn't realize the cliff is much further back than this. So I take a hit, but it's only 101 damage, and again, teammate gets the kill. I try to put one in the tiger, but it took me a second to figure out how the cover was there. I'm looking at the OI on the left and the tiger on the right, and I don't want to get hit by either one. But the tiger's pretty much preoccupied. Shot goes high instead of into the side of the turret. There, into the turret. And teammate finishes him off. Now that OI is still over there somewhere. So I'm going to push up here to the edge of the cliff, and it's funny because I'm still with my T-29, who is almost on full health. The engagement with the enemy T-29 didn't really hurt him much because the other guy just, I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but anyways, here I pop up and put a little shot into the side of the OI, which if you go against pretty much any of the OI series, you want to be shooting the side armor. The back is thicker than the side, which is not extremely common, but a lot of times that is still the case. And the reason I'm not being too aggressive here, I wanted to wait for a second, is I'm not sure where their tank destroyers are. But judging from the position of my teammates on the right, I'm figuring that they're going to be in this back corner over here. That's generally where artillery set up. And I'm looking at the Panther, and there's a T-29 and a KV-85 on him. Now, I should have waited a second to get that fully aimed, but pulled the shot early. And this guy's not even paying me any attention. So I get the kill. Now, I'm figuring at this point, their last guy is in the back corner here, and I don't want to just turn that corner into him. So I decide to go up on the hill and see if I can come off beside him. And there he is. And I don't know, he might have been shooting one of our heavies at that point. And in all this mess, a T-37 gets the kill. Alright, so here's a screenshot that I saved of my post game. You can see I got a mastery badge first class. And the mastery badges are kind of unique because they're based on how well other people have done in that tank in the past 7 days. So if you get a first class, then that is, you're basically in the top 95%. That match was in the top 95% for anybody using that tank. There is one step above that, and that is the ace tanker, and that is in the top 99%, or I guess that would be the top 1% and the top 5%. But anyways, so 2,144 damage in a tier 7 match, which is pretty solid. I'm surprised I didn't get a Confederate medal here because of how many tanks I actually hit, but I can't remember. There are some secondary conditions on the Confederate medal. But there it is, top damage, even more damage than my T-29 I was running with most of the time. We should have platooned up on that, but 4 kills, kind of decent there. And then last, I cleared 20,000 credits, and this is without a premium account, and I didn't use any premium ammunition. A lot of the money saved was because I didn't take a whole lot of damage in my tank, and about 4,000 credits here for resupplying my ammunition. I actually made a couple shots over 300 meters, which is kind of cool. And there's a lot of different stats you can look at here. No damage caused to allies or anything like that. So I felt like I ought to share this one. It was a pretty good game for me. And let me know if you want to see some more games like this, some more World of Tanks, or just Call of Duty. Want me to bring Minecraft back? I really need to finish that. But anyways, this is Stonewall signing off, and I'll see you in another video.